you're onto the show that takes you through the world of creativity in just 30 minutes. A warm welcome to Art House. And we are having some girl power this week, yes, as female artists gather to exhibit in Lagos. Plus, so much more to look forward to on this week's edition of the program. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. But let's quickly take our arty quote, then I'll give you the details. It is important to remember that, like babies, dreams are conceived, but not all dreams are born alive. Some are aborted, others are still born.
The works of art produced by Nigerian women stand shoulder to shoulder. The shining stars in this group exhibition titled Stand Out 2, which took place at the Wheatbaker in Lagos.
It's the second exhibition of female artists that I am curating, and it just shows the resilience, the strength, the creativity, the amazing expression that we have by female artists. So we have mixed media works, we have poetry, we have photography, we have paintings, and we even have an incredible installation of beads, ceramic beads, and thin nylon thread.
There's so many stories that we want to tell the world, but we tend to hold everything back. But yet, there's still that part of us that I wish I can tell the next person beside me what I'm going through. But right now, I just stand as that channel to let you say so much. Just say so much through your artworks. Just looking at it and just feeling like, oh, I know I have so much to give.
In Nigeria of today, it's no longer a man thing to bring food to the table. It's both a man and a woman thing. You don't just sit at home as a woman and wait for the supply or for a manna. So everybody goes around to make money and make the family comfortable. That's why you see the woman with her wares and the man who is an Okada rider. You know, they are very resilient and very hardworking. They go about going to different places. This is just an example of an hardworking man. I don't want to represent an hardworking man using someone in the office or in a suit or whatever. A man that brings food to the table, that goes about, you know, bringing money to the family is hardworking.
The artists work on diverse media and capture subjects that not only affect their gender, but the society as well.
I've done with rope, and it's called musings, continuous musings. It's about a woman, her thought forms, you know, no matter the challenge that is placed in front of a woman, you give her time, she'll think about it, and she's able to conquer whatever it is. And then there's a watercolor behind me. You know, you'll see the face is vague and not really precise. You know, it's talking about society that is tense, that is harsh, and the woman might be abused and things are not going on well for her, but there's light on her head, which means no matter the situation, no matter how tough it is, there's always light. There's always something she has to work with.
I see my work kind of related to the theme, standing out, and then the title of my work is Against All Odds. So I try to relate the two themes, Against All Odds, as the title of my work, and then standing out, like standing out against all odds. So that's how I relate it to. What inspired my work is my challenges, trying to draw strength from my challenges, and then overcoming what I could have termed a problem, seeing it as challenge instead of a problem.
As an artist, I love to experiment myself a lot, because I grew up with this style, the storyline of realism a lot. That we must do it the way it should be done. But looking at the present day and age, present storyline covering the whole art world, I discovered that why do something that the camera can reproduce? Why not do something that the camera can reproduce? So I tried to experiment a lot on the newsprint that I could find around.
Complementing the artist's works are scholarly essays, features and profiles of women who have influenced and helped shape the art industry in Nigeria.
I played with charcoal a lot. And using charcoal is not quite easy, but it tells a lot about who you are and how much you can face anything in life. I grew up in a home whereby you're either a medical doctor or an artist. So my siblings practically went to the medical line, but I just told myself, no, I'm going to be an artist. Just go beyond, get into this world, and just shake the world with my talent. So while you're still here and you're still enjoying the view, I would love the world to actually see Sade Adeboale as not just an emerging artist, but an artist that is about to take you away from this present style, take you into another life, another world entirely, make you feel so calm, yet have some hope in you to face anything in life. And that's why you see newsprints on the background of my works.
I'm trying to encourage the women, to be supportive as much as possible, When you are supportive, your children will have something to fall back on. In fact, in case there's something doesn't go well with the husband, he has the wife for support, because she's not lazy, because she's hardworking. You understand? She doesn't wait for the husband to do the whole thing. She's always out there too, struggling for the family, not waiting for what the return will bring. So I'm just trying to encourage women, and I'm trying to send a message to the world that it's all a family thing. Everyone is a breadwinner, as long as you bring something to the table.
Beyond the different strokes these 10 female artists bring to the hall, there is a man in their midst, but he didn't paint his emotions. He put them in words by crafting a 360-page book talking about the art of Nigerian women, featuring the works of 75 leading and emerging contemporary visual artists, some of Nigeria's finest.
We're extremely delighted to have hosted the preview of the book, The Art of Nigerian Women, which was published by Ben Bosa, and it is fresh off the press. So it's a book that celebrates and profiles 75 Nigerian artists, both locally and those who are living in the diaspora. It's an amazing compilation of some of Nigeria's best female artists.
US-based publisher Chukwuemeka Bosa explains that the journey of researching, writing and publishing the book has been a labor of love, which began in 2011.
The idea behind this book, The Art of Nigerian Women, was to showcase the work done by women and to show that they are equally capable of doing work similar to the work that are done by men. In this country where we are paternalistic, we need to start celebrating women. These women who are our daughters, who are our sisters, who are our mothers. After reviewing the work in this book, you will agree with me that they deserve all the promotion that they can get. And all the attention should not necessarily be on men.
The art patrons who attended the event were impressed with the art churned out by these women who show that they can hold their own.
Female artists need to be celebrated. You know, they say women hold up half the sky. But in the arts, we've seen traditionally that Nigerian women have not been as presented, as represented as their male counterparts. And so this is the first book that really, in a broad stroke, looks at profiling some of the groundbreaking work that our female artists have done. And it just shows an incredible diversity of genres, you know, from photography to sculptures, to painting, to performance. And even there's a chapter looking at the art of tattoo, which often people don't even remember and recognize. So we have art all around us. We have creativity, but we need to document. We need to tell this story. We need to project this story internationally.
And beyond that, the celebration of a woman by a man, put together in a book.
Creativity can pay. I think that we're now seeing art becoming recognized as a viable investment. And artists can make a good living from art. It's not easy, but they can make a good living. The art industry is growing in Nigeria and globally. Globally, it's worth more than, it's a $6 billion industry. So if you are creative, if you have the desire to express your creativity as a young Nigerian creative female, get out there and do your work, you know, get out there and create and express yourself and keep doing that, because in the end you will be recognized.
These issues raised by these women through their brushstrokes and chiseled wonders show that creativity is not in short supply, but more encouragement is welcomed so they can keep the creative spirit high.
Beautiful works of art there done by beautiful women. And there's more where that came from, but you'll have to stick around to find out those details. But in the meantime, try to figure out who our artist for this week is.
Her love for the theatre was influenced by her father, who took her to the cinemas as a young girl. Her passion was so high that she used to do a cardboard sort of cinema for children and charge half a penny to come and watch.